Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. But it is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great... Gould now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to waft this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I didn't retain much as a former defensive back, but I do remember you don't tip the ball in the air. You either intercept it or knock it down. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Pains you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. The ball's tipped up, they come up and grab it and get a big play out of it.
Big play indeed. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Solomon Thomas. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds. Tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. All able to avoid him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this 1st quarter. It's a close game here early on. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's get it. Right, push the team. 95.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Big jumbo. Gotta go.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Adrian Peterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Well, a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wilson dancing to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run with Peterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get...
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
120! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go ahead. 180! 180!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is caught at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 10 now. Wilson on the move to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Big jumbo, big jumbo, big jumbo. Hey, over here, over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
14,
They go play action with Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his...
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They give it to Peterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. This is Carson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game. If the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
120, 180.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st down, Garoppolo escapes the sack, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken taken down at the 21. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
Mostert. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll move it back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're 1 run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Carson. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run, Peterson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
14, run it.
Wilson wants to throw it. Fights him off. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.